What is up, everybody? It's the Retro Nerd, and welcome back to another episode of Retro Night. And this time around, we are doing Fatal Frame for the PS2, because, well, it was on the PS2 for a while, and then looks like it came out on. Oh, you know what? This is probably just the whole. Yeah, never mind. Here we go. Yeah, just on the PS2 and the Xbox. Didn't know it was on the Xbox. Kind of sweet. Anyways, it came out on December 13th, 2001. So, Fatal Frame is a survival horror video game developed by Tecmo for the PlayStation 2. Let's see. So, the game is set in the year 1986. The story follows siblings Miku and Mafuyu. We'll go with that. When Mafuyu disappears while searching for a famous novelist in the haunted Hiramura mansion, his sister Miku goes to find him. During her exploration of the mansion, she discovers clues as to the fate of those who entered, must fight hostile ghosts, and discover the truth behind a dark ritual that took place there. The gameplay focuses on the siblings exploring the mansion and fighting off hostile ghosts using a special camera. Pretty much, I believe the brothers killed off right away at the beginning. So the game does not focus on the siblings, because the brother is the tutorial, and then you pretty much play as Miku through the whole game. Now there might be flashbacks and stuff like that. Like, I didn't play all the way through Fatal Frame, as you know, Retro Nights. I only played for a little bit, and you know, so far I liked it. I remember watching Markiplier play it and stuff like that, and I've heard things about it way before, you know, YouTube even kicked off and stuff, and never got around to playing it. So yeah, the name is Project Zero in Europe. Code is also just called Zero in Japan, and Fatal Frame here, which is probably the better of the three names. Fatal Frame, because you're taking pictures and you kill the ghosts by taking pictures of them. So Fatal Frame is actually a good title for the game. So let's get into some more of the stuff. So pretty much, you go through a mansion, solve puzzles and stuff like that. But you also have to battle ghosts once in a while. You have a little meter down at the bottom that tells you that there may be a spiritual presence nearby, and you may have to whip out your camera and do battle with the ghost. So yeah, also your controller will vibrate as well as that thing, as your little radar beeping, or not, it doesn't beep, it lights up, essentially, telling you that there is something nearby. So yeah, after that you have your camera obscura, which is what you use to do battle with the ghosts. So you have different types of film. Pretty much it's going to be like different types of ammo. Some types are stronger than the others. Like type 14 is the first one you get, and is probably the weakest one, but the most common one that you'll probably get, because well, you know how horror games are. They want to give you the weakest ammo compared to giving you the strongest ammo. The only time they want to give you the strongest ammo is when you're going up against a boss that may need that stronger ammo against it, and you don't have any. So, you know, that's how they go with that. Okay, but going back to the camera obscura, so pretty much you point the camera obscura, you can look around, look around all 360 degrees, trying to find your target. Sometimes they may be in the balconies, sometimes up in the rafters, sometimes right in front of you. And once you do, you have a little target, and it'll show you where the ghost is with a little circle, and it's like, okay, there's the ghost. And you can start snapping pictures right away, but you also use film faster that way. What you want to do is, there's some Japanese kanjis will appear going down near where it says what type of film you're using. As those kanjis appear, you're building up an attack. So just doing a normal one would probably do 50 damage, but if you build it up, you might do 100 damage and kill the ghost with one shot, as is to doing multiple shots and wasting more film. So because if you waste more film, then you don't have any ammo. It's just like in Resident Evil, if you use fucking so many shots on the zombie just to kill it, instead of just making him fall down and then running by him, you're likely to run out of ammo and just be stuck with the fucking knife. So yeah. And then of course, like a survival horror game, you've got herbal medicine. Yes, herbal medicine. You gotta have your herbs to heal yourself. But yeah, so far as me playing it, I liked the game. I liked watching Markiplier play it, and I found it was available for the PS3 through their whole PS2, downloadable games and all that stuff. So I was like, well, I'll pick it up because eventually I'm going to end up playing it. So when I did pick it up, they were having a sale. So it was Fatal Frame 1, 2, and 3 I picked up for, well, I want to say about $3 a piece. So that's like $9 for Fatal Frames instead of buying physical copies that are probably going to cost me a lot of money. I'm assuming Fatal Frame's got to be at least a $50 game each copy. But yeah, so we'll be playing those 3 Fatal Frames that I have for Retro Nights, and then either House of the Dead 2 or House of the Dead 3. I have House of the Dead 3 for the PS3, and I have House of the Dead 2 for the Dreamcast, so I'm still deciding on which one's going to get the vote. Probably 2. I heard 3 probably went off the deep end. That's usually what happens. The first 2 are usually good. The third one is always the terrible one. And that's kind of what happened with Fatal Frame as well. After the third one, 4, I think there's 5, 4 and 5, they kind of went off the deep end. But with, I believe it was 5, because 5 was for the Japanese Wii U. And now Nintendo actually co-owns Fatal Frame with Tecmo. So that is kind of unique that they co-own it. But yeah, not much else to say about the game, but it is a good horror game, especially if you like supernatural and the ghost and stuff like that, and like Japanese culture and stuff like that, because the story is, I guess, based on a true story. That's what it says at the beginning of the game, based on a true story, but I don't know how much that is true. So you see that a lot in movies where they're like, based on a true story, and then you find out that story is like fabricated. Like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, they've always said that was based on a true story. It was based on events, but not a whole story. It's based off like random events that happen here and there. Like this guy did this, and this guy did this, and then this guy did this, and then they put them all together and made Leatherface as the killer. They took all these traits from these different killers and made them into that. And yeah, so it was never based on a true story, like one whole event that actually happened. It was based off of multiple events. So the whole based on a true story thing for Fatal Frame, I have no idea if it's true or not, because I don't live in Japan, so I don't know if it's real or not. It could be. Japanese people are usually not liars when it comes to this was based on a true, based on a true story. It's the Americans that you have to watch out for, that we will lie to you about it was being a true story or not. Yeah, so yeah, that's about it for the game. So stay tuned for Fatal Frame 2 and Fatal Frame 3. Fatal Frame 2 is Crimson Butterfly, and Fatal Frame 3 is The Tormented. So stay tuned for those, and also either House of the Dead 2 and House of the Dead 3 for your spooky retro nights. So anyways guys, Retro Nerd out.
been 2 weeks since I last heard from my brother. But he left a note that led me to this place. I felt as though something was calling me here. Mafuyu. My brother was here. What is this place? Help! Did someone just... Did something happen to my brother?